Pop Squat, coming at ya. We've got something sent in from Simon. That was a lot of alliteration there, and that was a little bit more. Um, Danny Brown. I don't know Danny Brown, but it looks like he's been around for a while. And let's read through what we've got here. Daniel Dewan Sewell, born 1981, better known by his stage name Danny Brown, is an American rapper, singer, and songwriter. He has been described by MTV as one of rap's most unique figures in recent memory. In 2010, after amassing several mixtapes, Brown released his first studio album, The Hybrid. Brown began to gain major recognition after the release of his second studio album, Triple X, in 2011, which received critical acclaim and earned him such accolades as earned him accolades in Spin, as well as the Metro Times Artist of the Year. In 2013, he entered a U.S. Billboard chart with the release of his third studio album, Old, which reached number 18 on the U.S. Billboard 200 chart and spawned three singles, Dip, 25 Bucks, and Smokin' and Drinkin', which peaked at number 31 on the top R&B hip-hop songs chart. His fourth studio album, Atrocity Exhibition, I think we're listening to a track off of that, was released in September of 2016, and his fifth studio album, You Know What I'm Saying, was released in 2019. Both albums being received with further critical acclaim. He's 41 years old, from Detroit, Michigan. Rapper, singer, songwriter. He's been active since 2007. He has a child, in case that's important to you. Alternative hip hop, progressive rap, experimental hip hop. Always a good thing in my book. Experimental hip hop. Love it. Let's see here. Let's read about the album we are going to listen to something off of. Let me double check. This is called Ain't It Funny? Directed by Jonah Hill, and I'm wondering if it's Jonah Hill like the actor. I'm a little doubtful, but it's possible. Let's see. Atrocity Exhibition. In October 2014, Brown announced he was working on a new album in January 2015. He announced he was working on a Dr. Seuss-inspired children's book written for his 13-year-old daughter. It's really about self-esteem in black girls, the rapper told radio station Triple J during his Australian tour. You know how black women do so much, process their hair, change their eye color. It's really about a little girl who does all these things to herself and changes herself, and she realizes she's just better off the way she is. Or was, I assume. In April 2015, when asked if his album was done, Brown responded, "Almost. I took a break from it because I'm so ahead of schedule with it, knowing it ain't coming out no time soon." In 2015, he announced he was writing a children's book. Okay, why are you repeating this stuff? That same year, he became the lead artist on the theme song for the ABC comedy Fresh Off the Boat. On January 10th, 2016, Brown revealed on his Instagram he was putting the final touches on his fourth album. On June 14th, he announced his signing to Warp Records and released the first official single from his upcoming album titled When It Rain. On July 17th, Brown stated his new album would be titled Atrocity Exhibition, taking inspiration from the Joy Division song. In 2016, okay, so that's really interesting too, just that it took inspiration from a Joy Division song. So now we're talking about a guy who is taking inspiration from a band that's 30, 40-ish years old, and kind of curious as to how that works into his sound and what the sorts of music he likes. I'm not harshing on it at all. I think that's fantastic. I love Joy Division. Just very interesting, and especially very interesting for a guy who's making modern hip-hop and experimental hip-hop to go back to something 30, 40 years ago and go, there's something here that I want to play with. Let's see. In August 2016, Brown appeared on The Eric Andre Show alongside A$AP Rocky, Nokando, Open Mike Eagle, and Go Dreamer in a segment titled Rapper Warrior Ninja. His album Atrocity Exhibition was shortlisted by Impala, the Independent Music Company Association, for the Album of the Year Award 2016, which rewards on a yearly basis the best album released on an independent European label. Very cool. Let's dig into this. I suppose I could read about his background, but I don't really want to right now. So this song, I don't know what. Let's see here. I guess I've got something over on Genius too. Produced by Paul White, came out in 2016. Track 6 on the Atrocity Exhibition album. This says, in this song, Danny deals with how fucked up his life is and how he feels like constantly facing the devil. He acknowledges his substance abuse as something gone wrong, or as something wrong, but he says he knows no other way. So he reflects on his situation and laughs at it and continues his self-destructive behavior anyway, as he is in too deep to get out without serious help. The song is the 4th single from Atrocity Exhibition. Okay, so it was a single, and its video dropped on March 28th, 2017. In celebration of Record Store Day, a 10-inch vinyl pressing was released. Okay, don't care. The Jonah Hill directed music video, following a format of a mock sitcom, a dysfunctional family with Danny having the same drug abuse problem, is shown doing crazy activities while the family deals with him to amuse the live audience for cheap laughter. In the end, Danny kills off the family members and gets killed by the drugs he abuses, while a child character questions the morality of the audience, including us in a sense, as to how we can enjoy this atrocity exhibition. Interesting. Alright, so I've got lyrics over here. I will attempt to follow along, but I'm very curious what the video is like. But I think the lyrics are more important than the video, because, you know, he wrote the song before the video was made. 3 minutes, 37 seconds. Again, Simon, thank you for sending this in. Danny Brown, Ain't It Funny? The Religious Values Network.
Physical attention from older men makes me feel validated.
I'm empty inside.
Oh, Uncle Danny.
Wow, they got the actual actors that they're talking about here. Gus Van Sant, Joanna Kearns, pretty crazy. Joanna Kearns, I remember, was the mom on some old, I think it was Thick of the Night or something like that, Alan Thicke sitcom, whatever that was. I think that was the one she was in.
It's for kids, rock!
Yes! Yes! Okay. I'm in. 100% in. I love it. I love the sound of it. It's completely wacky, crazy sounding, cool sounding. I totally love it. I was supposed to start playing.
Verbal culture, parkour with the metaphors, the flow house, the horror, then boulder with metal doors. Rich bitch, 6 cents with a nose drip. Mind sky dice, living bumps in the cockpit. Locksmith, a hip hop, appraisal, that wristwatch. The rocks about the size of the keeper, Chris Rock smoke. Suck out the mic, prototype for Adderall. Your work killing fiends, cause you cut it with fentanyl. So much coke, just a sniff, need a ski lift. Flip your table over if you cut it with the bullshit. Nosebleed on red carpets, but it just blend in. Slamming pictures, feeling like my chest being sunk in. Live a fast life, seeing many die slow. I'm happy when they laugh, so I try to seize the moment. Funny how it happened, whoever would imagine that joke's on you, but say no one laughing.
Interesting. Okay, so if you're watching the video, you might be missing some of the stuff in the lyrics, which I totally understand, but this is really, really interesting, even just right off the bat. The music is so frenetic and forcing you along. And then there's like a weird sort of, I don't know if it's like a saxophone trill in the background or something that goes on. But he's rapping really fast, and it really is supposed to be making you feel like your heart's pumping, like you just are going. And he's talking about sock out the mic, prototype for Adderall, working on killing your friends because you cut it with fentanyl. So much coke just to sniff. Need a ski lift, flip your table over if you cut with the bullshit. Nosebleed on red carpet, but it just blend in. snapping pictures, feeling my chest sunk in. It's like it's so forceful and it's supposed to make you feel kind of on edge, and it's really, really well done. I mean, the lyrics are good for it. The music is great for it, and the two of them together, it just pushes all the buttons. And I'm actually a little afraid that the video would make me pay more attention to the visuals, which are not as crazy and frenetic as the song actually is. The song communicates everything this track is about. It's really super cool.
So I try to seize the moment. Funny how it happened. Whoever would imagine that joke's on you, but say no one laughing. Ain't it funny how it happens? Ain't it funny how it happens? Ain't it funny how it happens? Ain't it?
Danny, get down from there. Why are you doing this, Danny?
I've been destroyed. And if I destroy it, maybe I'll feel okay.
None of us feel okay.
Oh, Uncle Danny.
No way to mash it. I became has-beens. Rolling up the $100 bill till they cash in. Think it's gon' last. Going too fast. Man, it's fucked up. Ain't it funny how it happened? Ain't it funny how it happens? Ain't it funny how it happens? Ain't it funny how it happens? Ain't it funny how it happened? Upcoming heavy traffic. Say you need to slow down, cause you feel yourself crash. Staring in a double face, but you can't stop laughing. Staring in a double face, but you can't stop laughing. It's a living nightmare that most of us might share. Inherited in our blood, that's why we stuck in the mud. Can't quit the drug use or the alcohol abuse, even if I wanted to. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'ma watch you with my partners with this bottle of Henny. It's like they got the best of me, so I'm popping them Zen. Might need rehab, but to me that shit pussy. Pray for me, y'all, cause I don't know what coming to. By the 8 ball of coke and my nigga on the way. Got 3 hoes with him in the yard trying to play. Ain't it funny how it happened? Ever would have met. Jokes on you, but say no one laughing. Ain't it funny how it happens? Ain't it funny how it happens? Ain't it funny how it happens?
So good. So good. That is one pissed off, self-aware, completely on top of his game rap artist guy who has some substance abuse issues that he is 100% aware of. And even the catchphrase, the title of the song and the catchphrase, ain't it funny how it happens? Like, it didn't just happen. None of this just happens, right? Like, Danny in the sitcom killing his family members or getting stabbed by his hallucination or whatever. He's laying on the floor dying, and people are laughing at it. I mean, that's the setup of the sitcom, right? People are laughing at it. Isn't it? You're laughing at my pain. Well, we're the ones listening to the song who go, oh yeah, so fucking good. This is a great song. He's telling us, no, I'm fucked up. Like, this is not a good thing. Like, it's good that I can talk about this stuff, because obviously he has to talk about it, right? He has to get it out of his system. But he also is aware, like, how messed up that is, that people are listening to his music, hearing everything that he tells them about his life and what he's going through, how he's dealing with it or not dealing with it, and that it's getting rewarded by being popular, and he's taking it to the sense of like, oh, well, you're listening to me and you're hearing what I'm saying, but nobody's doing anything. You're just consuming my pain, as opposed to coming to him and saying, dude, like, can we do something to help you? And I have no idea if any of that is actually happening, right? If some people are coming to him and saying, let us do something, let's help you. And he talks about how it's in his blood, and it's in his genes, basically, like the substance abuse, alcohol abuse, stuff like that. It's stuff that is just in him, and he has no responsibility for that part of it, right? Like, it's his genetics, and the first time he took a drink, or he smoked the wrong thing, or took the wrong drug, it kicked those genes into gear, and they said, that's what we want from now on. And he feels kind of at a loss because of it. Like, it is beyond his control, and all he can do is try to take responsibility for it and try to hold his fucking life together, because he's got it now, a 20-something-year-old little girl, at this time 10-year-old girl, or whatever. I guess that was a few years before that. But so she was born in like 2001 or something, so she's 20-something now. But he's still got to be a dad. He's still got to hold his life together. He's still got a music career. He's got to manage. It's really, this is a very super intense song. And I could see why people, one, would like it. I can also see why people who listen to it and actually think about what the hell he's saying could just say, oh god, that's really funny. Like, he's just sticking it to all those people who don't get it. But then he's also doing all of that, and it's entirely possible that people listen to it and go, oh, okay, is kind of disturbing that we are taking some pleasure in his pain, and this is just what he does to deal. Like, it's a really cool, complex song, topics, bunch of different topics piled into one. It's a really well done. It's really, really well done. I love the sound of it. I gotta admit, it gets a little bit much, especially at 3.5 minutes, but I love it. I love it. I probably will download this, and I will go bopping along to it in my car, even while I think, that's some messed up stuff. And again, I say that as somebody who is an alcoholic, and I get what he's saying. Like, on some level, everybody who abuses anything understands that they're abusing it, and he's telling us the same thing. Like, I get it. I do this fucked up shit. Why do I want to destroy things? Because I feel destroyed. It's all right here. Like, it's all right in this video and in this song. It's amazing. Simon, damn, man, thank you. I did not know what to expect from this. This was fantastic and so twisted and cool, and I love it. And it's absolutely my sense of humor. It really fucked up and awesome. I'm definitely watching this again. Fantastic. Love it. Pop Squat. Checking out. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you very, very much. If you want to send me suggestions like Simon did, you can look in the description below, and I tell you how to send me some money. And it's only got to be $1 or $2, whatever you want to send, and it just tells me you're serious. Like, yes, I am taking time out of my day to send this idiot on the internet $1 or whatever. Don't let me stop you from sending me $20. And it just tells me you're serious, that you want something done. You take a minute to do that. So thanks very much, Simon. Thank you as always. I really appreciate it. You send in some great stuff, man, and I love it. I think I did this, Pop Squat. Checking out. I did that already. You get it twice again. Bye bye.